Tunes. Swelt to groove.
Eddie's Pool Sharks, welcome in everybody, welcome back. Hello! Happy Sunday, August 9th, 2026. Hello everybody, it's me Swelltime Jeeple, superhero extraordinaire with another super amazing, incredible, ultra super spectacular, sweet Sunday stream. Howdy! Hi. Hello. Let me say hi to everybody real quick. Everybody who jumped on in bright and early for the Swelltime stream. You know I appreciate you early adopters of the Swelltime stream. Welcome in. Hello, Button. Hello, Danny. Thank you for the 34. That's my favorite rule. Welcome in. Thank you. Hello, Blastotron. Hello, Bridgewater. Hello, Navjack. Hello, Chillum Defoe. Hello, Eviona. A very big watch streak there. Keep it up, Slugger. I'm proud of you. Hello, Stinky Birds. Hello, Terumegus. Hello, Gallant JVT. Hello, Possum. Hello, Big Boy. Hi. Good afternoon. How's it going? Welcome in. Welcome to my humble abode where I make things happen and I make awesome and cool and spectacular stuff on your screen. Hello, Tengu Gemini. Welcome in. How's it going, everybody? How's your Sunday? I hope you're well. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. I hope August isn't treating you too harshly. I hope the weather is chilling out where you are. God. I can't wait for fall, dude. I can't wait for fall. I need it to not be blistering or wet outside. That's not too much to ask. That's not too much to ask, I don't think. But hey, you know, we're getting through it. We're getting through it. We got through June, we got through July. It won't be long now. And then we just gotta enjoy the finer things in life. Breathing in the crisp fall air, exhaling the crisp fall air. That's the life. Yeah, we're here to make a cartoon. I've done a similar stream like this in the past where I made a turned a Twitch clip into an animation, which was a lot of fun. So I thought we could try to do something like that again, but with a much more free-form premise. Being able to get your guys' input in for whatever we want to make for our classic iconic character Squibbly. What's Squibbly, you ask? Oh, oh, only the finest indie cartoon mascot to breach this internet space in all of 2026. And now we're here to make a new one live with your help. With your help. And I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be a cool way to get everybody on board and have everybody work together to make this awesome, wonderful, magical spirit of a cartoon. Work, you've done a Halloween night after the stores closed for a few years now, and you think this is the year you finally get everyone to watch Killer Clowns from Outer Space? Good luck. Good luck out there. I believe in you. I've never seen that movie. I haven't seen very many movies. One of Swelltime Jeeple's most iconic tropes is that I haven't seen very many movies. Oh! Thank you, Tengu. Thank you for giving Blastotron a sub. I really appreciate it. Making the Pool Shark army stronger and stronger every day. You love to see it. You love to see it. Hi, Goku. Welcome in. Welcome in. So give you a rough idea of how making a Squibbly cartoon goes, because I've made 2 of them now, which basically means I have a process. It usually involves me turning on Audacity, which we'll do shortly, rambling into the microphone with like some semblance of an idea where I don't really think much about what's actually going to happen in the cartoon. I just like talk and then something happens and then it works well enough to turn into something that we can draw pictures over. And then we bring it to DaVinci Resolve, to like slap everything together. And if we need to add like sound effects or whatever, we do that. I think in a perfect world, and I should have like grabbed some props and stuff beforehand, but I wasn't really thinking about that. I was doing chores before the stream. I could also record my own sound effects, or maybe I can even get you guys to record sound effects and then like put them in the Discord or something, maybe. Because I think I really love the idea of these being like this stream being entirely just like spur of the moment creativity. Because like I don't have an idea. I don't have any idea for what Squibly's gonna be today. I wanted to chat with everybody and you know, workshop some ideas and see if we could make some stuff happen. See if we can come to like a consensus on what would be funny, what would be cool to draw, what would be awesome to churn out. And then you can say, hey, I helped make this cartoon, and you'll show it to your mom, you'll show it to your dad, and they'll show it to their mom and their dad. And they probably got like, your grandparents probably got like a connection of Mr. Beast enjoyers that we can convert into Swell Time G-Pool enjoyers. And that'll be awesome. That would be awesome. Squibly worldwide. I'm always preaching the good word of Squibly worldwide, and I think we all should. We should be striving to see that little thing be popular all over the planet. I don't know what makes Squibly tick, but I appreciate their positive attitude. Me too. It's... The thing with Squibly is that the idea came to me, which most of my best ideas do, when I was like in the car, when I was driving, when I had places to be, and you know, naturally that means you need to pass the time by making voices and having those voices say stupid things, and then you go, wait, that's genius, that's awesome. And then you go home, you try to remember whatever the fuck you said earlier, and then you turn it into something. That is the genesis and the genius of Squibly. Swell Time G-Pool works in a manner that's very hard to articulate, but it gets results. It makes stuff happen. Swell Time G-Pool makes stuff happen. We know that to be true. Hello, Tenchi. Welcome in. Yeah, I wanted to have something on the screen, and I could have just put like the stream art for the day on the screen, but I felt like giving myself a little bit of a warm-up, so I drew Gravity Beat Bood. In Japan, they call him Beat Bood instead of Beetle. I don't know why. I don't know why, but it's cool. There it is, if you didn't see on social media. We're making a cartoon. And you gotta help us. The hero for hire makes it happen. It's what I do. It's what I do. You two am working on the stuff. Hell yeah. Keep it up. Work hard so you can play hard. That's my way of life. We always gotta work hard so that way when we play hard, it's like, oh my god, I love playtime. I love to play. Because, you know, if you play all the time, then your play to work ratios are gonna be off, and that's gonna lessen the energy that playtime gives you, right? You know what I'm saying? You need to have a good balance so that way playtime actually feels like playtime. You're not just like doing it aimlessly. You're actively enjoying the assignment. You're not just doom scrolling through social media because you don't know what else to do. You gotta have passion in your play. Okay? Okay. I'm glad we're all on the same page here. But that's the same thing with like anything, right? Like, if you just have success after success after success, then it starts to get like diminishing returns. Your successes don't feel as like, I don't know. Not earned, but like validating maybe? Because it's like, if you don't fail every once in a while, you kind of forget what that feeling's like, and you don't, which makes in turn the successes feel like, yeah, oh, yeah, great, wonderful, okay. You know what I mean? Maybe that's a bad analogy. Stop doom scrolling. Why? This is some high quality Doom. You ever play Doom on the computer? Intentionally dying in Mega Man so I don't get too cocky in life? Well, let's not go crazy. Let's not go crazy. But you know, it's fun, for example, if you've played like one Mega Man game and you get really good at it, you could still play other Mega Man games, and just because you're not as familiar with the levels or whatever, you might actually die a few times, you know? Just because you're like super skilled at the core gameplay, some of the level design might trip you up, or some of the boss patterns might trip you up. And you know, it's fun. Don't just play Mega Man 2 all your life. Play Mega Man 3, play Mega Man 6, play Mega Man and base. Spread it out, spread the love as far as you can go. I think that's a beautiful message. Play Mega Man X3, play Mega Man 02, play Mega Man ZX Advent. Live a little. Play Azure Striker Gunvolt. Play Gunvolt Chronicles Luminous Avenger X 2. I gotta play that one. I like the first one a lot, but I haven't jumped on the second one yet. And now they got a third one coming out. Do jumping jacks, exactly. Exactly. Hello, Crime Liker. You played Doom on the computer in the latter years in the second millennium? Sick. Just gonna make one suboptimal squibbly cartoon in like a year to get over it and then continue making peak. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, that's definitely something with artists. Not every art piece or, you know, music or whatever sort of creative project you're making, you're not gonna love every single piece you make. You're gonna find things that you can't really like, you just can't figure them out. You can't make them like the way you super totally envision them in your head. And that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes you have to know when to like call it and say like, this piece, this project, it's done, it's shipping. Like I can't, there's something that I'm not super in love with it, but I just need to move on and do another thing. So you have to be able and willing to take those not L's, but take those like bits where you're just not as happy with how a project could have come out, and you just have to deal with it. You just have to say, we'll get them next time. Perfect is the enemy of good. Exactly. The minute that you as an artist, creator, anything, say that you've like hit your peak, you've perfected your style, you're done. You're never going to improve again, and you're going to start loathing your artwork. You're going to start loathing the music you make. You're going to start loathing the TikTok clip edit you make, because you're just going to want to strive for like newer, greater things, and your style is going to shift, your worldview is going to change, and that's going to reflect on your creative passions. So never think that you'll be perfect. Never think that you're perfect, because that's a surefire way to ruin your creative ambition. Gravity beat Bood. He's encouraging you to do your best. He's pulling you in with gravity to do your best, and pushing you forward with gravity to do your best. Intentionally beating the shit out of my freak monkey martial arts student so he never thinks he's the best. Exactly! Master Roshi said it best. If Goku won everything in his life and he never had to struggle, he never had to feel with the thought of losing, he would have grown so like complacent. He would have become so bored with life. He wouldn't have any ambition or passion, because he would just assume, I've never lost a fight, I'm the best ever. Master Roshi, aka Jackie Chun, fought so hard just to teach that lesson to little Goku, and look where it got him. He bagged a wife, he had sex minimum twice, probably more, but at least twice. At least twice, canonically. That could be you. You could have sex twice if you just lose once or twice in your life. You know? You know? They say, like, you know, winners get the girl or whatever, but no, Goku lost, and then Chi-Chi fell in love with him, and it was incredible. And then they had a family together. Then he got a hole blown through his chest. Tien won and he never fucked. He will never fuck. I mean, like, Launch liked him, but he didn't want her. And, there was some girl in Dragon Ball Super they were, like, trying to, I feel like, set him up with, but I think she only showed up in a single episode. So, who knows? I don't like Tien's outfit in Dragon Ball Super. Just the green is so iconic, so I hate to see him out of it. Didn't they also do that for Yamcha? Yamcha is a playboy at heart. Yamcha's a lovely little playboy at heart. So, he's sort of like a fail girl in that regard. And that's cute. That's fun. Should we get started on the cartooning? Yamcha loses all the time and he fucks all the time. Exactly. Exactly. He gets the girls, he plays baseball, he can throw the spirit ball. It's awesome. God. Like, Dragon Ball Super definitely has some low points in it, but when they do, like, the funny little, like, just one-off filler-ass episodes, they're really, really good. They're really good. They have a whole episode where they play baseball, and Yamcha's, like, the star of the show. He uses his spirit ball to, like, move the ball out of their strike zone. It's so sick. You win! Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it very much. High five. Wahoo. Welcome in. We're gonna be drawing Squibbly momentarily. We're just having our preamble Zatsudan segment, as we do around these parts. But thank you for the sub. I appreciate it very much. You're keeping the lights on in the hero for hire business. If there was a female character in Dragon Ball that acted exactly like Yamcha, I think a lot of lives would change. Yeah, that's true. Trying to peep on Bulma in the shower, Bulma getting a crush on her, them falling in love and then falling out of love. All sorts. Having a funny little animal companion that can transform into anything. Being a desert bandit. God. It's really funny how, like, they, like, domesticated Yamcha. He was this evil desert bandit who, like, presumably lived in a cave or something, and then he just kind of, like, bums around Kame House and Capsule Corp. He just kind of, like, exists around. They brought him in like a wild animal and they put him on a leash like a dog. Ronfon extended series. It is a crime Ronfon has been locked to, like, those 2 or 3 episodes in original Dragon Ball. She's so awesome. Her design is great. Her technique, flawless. No notes. And her shoes are awesome. And her hair is awesome. And her smile's awesome. But she's, like, you know, she's, like, at least for the time frame of Dragon Ball, she still made it to top 8. She made it to the final 8, and I assume she wasn't taking her clothes off every single time, because she actually did fight with Nam for a little bit in there before she takes her clothes off, so it's not like she's just using her feminine wiles, and I like that. Imagine if she's been trained. We gotta make a what if. You know how everybody makes those what if Dragon Ball videos and they theory craft and then they go into, like, what if Goku married Bulma episode 47? How this changes the timeline. They essentially write fan fiction and try to pass it off like it's a genuine, like, hypothesis and scientific project. But we could do that. What if Ronfon did the One Punch Man training? What if Ronfon trained like One Punch Man? And she became impossibly strong. 10,000 sit-ups, 10,000 push-ups. What was the other one? And a 100-meter run every single day. That'd be so cool. Her hair is so awesome. I love her. I love her so much. Toriyama, please bring her back. I need her. Okay. Who wants to make a cartoon? Who wants to make it happen? What are you doing? don't, we can't. I have read the Isekai Dragon Ball Z Yamcha. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty funny. Just because the guy who wakes up as Yamcha from Dragon Ball Z in the world of Dragon Ball, he like knows that Yamcha is doomed to be like jobbed and bodied and stuff. So he tries really hard to train Yamcha extra hard so he can survive. And it's just like a goofy little gag manga. But it's crazy that it got to like an official capacity, and they did like, I have a physical copy of it. I have a physical copy of it on my bookshelf. They've actually printed that time I got reincarnated as Yamcha. It's incredible. Very cool. Okay. We need a squibbly topic. Here. On the off chance that somebody here hasn't seen a squibbly and they don't know what this is, I'm gonna play the latest squibbly cartoon for you. I'm sure all of you have seen it 1,000 times because I keep shoving it in people's faces, but to give you an idea of what we're looking to make today, here's this. Oh, hey, I'm just over here playing Super Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube. I really like this one. I've been playing for hours. I've unlocked everything, and I just can't put it down no matter what. No matter what happens, I just keep punching and kicking. I'm doing everything. The event modes, the adventures, the Super Bowl players, the beat the guys. It's been so great. I don't know why I would ever want to stop playing this game, right? I've done everything, but I just want to keep on playing. That's basically the kind of energy that we're bringing to the table here. So I do have like a regular art canvas. I also have an animated canvas that we can use if we want to make actually like animated parts and not just animatics. Because like if you saw on that one, like all of Squibbly's heads were like single drawings that I just like swapped on top of an animation of their body clicking and clacking a controller, which is why some of them didn't line up super great. But like I said, Squibbly is a very spontaneous project for me. So I really just like taking whatever comes to mind and trying to do it in the moment and just seeing what happens, you know? Just going for it. And that's why we just like splice in random footage of random things out there. Like the Melee Mewtwo scene. But yeah, we got a Squibbly to make. So we can let's spitball ideas. Let's see what we can come up with for an awesome Squibbly cartoon. I spelled Squibbly wrong. Cartoon ideas. Right. If anybody has anything at all that they think could be funny, that they think could be silly, we'll take note of it, we'll write it down, and we'll make some stuff happen. I wanted the stream to be like a collaborative piece of sorts, so we could all like come together and just like make a little cartoon as like a team, you know? I'm drawing a Squibbly right now. A little Squibbly. Wow. Squibbly has the very big shirt. And the no pants, because that's just badass. Big hands. Squibbly has big hands, big feet, noodle limbs. That's a general Squibbly shape for you. Let's see. Squibbly goes to the bank. Squibbly talking about Dragon Ball. Maybe Squibbly using weighted training clothes. Okay, let's write all these down. So I got talking about DB. Goes to bank. Okay. Squibbly falls into the bottomless pit. Falls into pit. Okay. Okay, this is good. We're breeding creativity. Having normal thoughts about insert character here. Normal thoughts. Yeah, with the stream, we're also sort of like building onto the character of Squibbly, which I think is fascinating. We can learn a lot about this funny little thing. This little creature with the shaggy hair. Oh, hello, Nia. Welcome in. How's it going? How are you? B. Making that read more like a B, kind of, sort of. Midna? The Squibbly Midna thought process. I don't know if Squibbly is, like, horny. I don't know if we've hit that point yet. I don't know if Squibbly has those creatures, those wicked feelings inside of them. There you go. I like that better. That's Minna-esque. Squibbly at the movies. At the movies. Okay. Yeah, we got some cool stuff with that. Like there's a lot that you can talk about at the movies, right? Like there's plenty to complain about. There's plenty that can happen. You could find the arcade machines at the movie theater. There's like the overpriced snack foods, waiting on the trailers, being too short for the seat, any number of things. Just sitting there watching a movie, and then like somebody next to them is like playing Cookie Crush or Cookie Run or Temple Run or Angry Birds on their phone. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good, actually. Sitting in the theater, like snacking on popcorn, and and like somebody's just like playing fucking loud ass mobile games. Oh, Squibbly wins something from the UFO catcher. We'll do crane game. Squibbly goes to the Melee locals. They do love Melee. Okay, we've got some good stuff. Talking about Dragon Ball, there's a lot we could go into with that. Goes to bank, any number of things. You get like the free lollipop, you get your tax deposit, putting coins in the Coinstar machine, that's fun. Falls into pit, I'm not sure where we can take that, to be frank. Crane game's cool, because then we can like, we can animate a crane. That's fun. Arcade could also fall in the movie theater. We got all sorts of ideas. Hello, jam-packed _ Soko TV2. Welcome in. Squibbly goes to the dentist. Like half of that would just me be talking with like I was going to have the guy was there sit me in the chair and put this thing around and they stroke it around his finger around because they gotta brush my teeth good. Be like that. That's the audio you would get if you wanted to see Squibbly at the dentist. Falls into pit could lead to thoughts about vertical scrolling levels in old video games. Like Salamander? Like Downwell? Those are the only two. Those are the only two games that scroll vertically, to my knowledge. Like those two levels in World 7 and SMB 3. World 7's the... No, that's World 5. Which one's World 7? The Pipe World. The Pipe World. That's the Pipe World. Squibbly watches old internet animation. I'll write that down. Watches internet animation. Whatever. Or Waterfall Stage in Contra. Okay. We got some fun stuff here. What would happen at the bank? What could you talk about in Dragon Ball? Talking about Dodoria and how fucking cool Dodoria is. Squibbly at a fancy restaurant. We'd have to draw like gussied up Squibbly. Okay. Fancy restaurant. I like the song. I don't know what it's from. Well, then I have to see. This is important. Galados Isle from Miitopia. Wow. Miitopia with the club bangers. Who'da thunk? Okay. Squibbly at the beach, Squibbly at the pool, Squibbly fishing, Squibbly walking, Squibbly walk cycle, Squibbly walk cycle, Squibbly goes to the GameStop, Squibbly goes to the beach. With Squibbly like Weeble and Bob? I don't know what Weeble or Bob is. Peanut butter jelly time? Probably yes. Squibbly cooking video. Squibbly showing you how to cook. How to cook. Hello, Jackie. Squibbly meets evil alter ego? I feel like we're a little early in the Squibbly continuity, but I'll write it down. The black shirt Squibbly. So many classics of internet animation. Jeepool talking. I haven't seen a lot of those, to be honest with you. Like, I was on Newgrounds and stuff growing up, but I exclusively played games. I like never watched the cartoons for whatever reason, and I never played anything that was like an original game. It was always just like the Mega Man Flash games, the Mario, the Sonic, the Final Fantasy Sonic X. I never played like original stuff, and I never watched any like animations for whatever reason. I don't know why. I was just like, I just want to play. I want to play more Mega Man. Give me more Mega Man. Because to me, seeing like Flash games and seeing that there was like a literal never-ending supply of Mega Man fan games, that like blew me away, and I couldn't even think about the rest of the world. And then you look up Teen Titans on Newgrounds, and then you find a video with an A rating on it, and you're like, what's this? Hi, Jackie. I never experienced... I've literally never seen Legendary Frog. I don't know what that is. I've heard it talked about in the echoes of the past, but I've never seen it. Evil alter ego Squibbly that's indistinguishable from normal Squibbly personality-wise. Never played Super Press Space to Win. Never. Never. I don't know what that is. I've never heard of Super Press Space to Win. I'll assume if you press space, you win. Maybe. Perhaps. I'm winning! I'm winning! God, I want to win. I want to win everything. Let me win! What would be in the Crane game? Or I guess it doesn't really matter what's in the Crane game. It's more so a matter of like, you know, the old trope of how like unfair Crane games are, right? Like it goes to grab a thing, it latches perfectly on it, but because it's on like a bad cycle, it just doesn't have the grip strength to actually lift the thing, even if it's like a half-pound plushie or something. It just can't do it. It doesn't have the dexterity. Those are the worst. It's one thing if you like miss or it's like an awkward shape and it can't clamp around it, but when it's like perfectly like on it, but it just like slips past it when it starts to pull up, that feels so bad. That feels unbelievably bad. I'm trying to win a little MHA figure at your local grocery store for like 2 weeks. Really? That's cool. I think... to my knowledge, there's a single grocery store in my area that has a claw machine, and none of it is like brand name or anything. It's just like what you'd expect from a typical like stuffed animal kind of bin. No Minions, no Despicable Me, no Angry Birds, none of that. It's all just like the random colorful animals, which is cool, don't get me wrong, but it's not really what I'm like looking for, I suppose. When I was a kid, I'm sure I've told this story on stream multiple times, but there was a claw machine at a local store that I would go to with my dear sweet mama, and I remember there was a Mega Man plush in there, which, you know, again, Mega Man makes me activate. So my head like exploded, and like I would try every single time we'd go there. I'm like, Mom, I need $1, please, I need $1. And it took me weeks and weeks and weeks to finally get it. But one day, one legendary day, the crane went down. There was this weird like stuffed ball next to Mega Man, and it was like so wide that the crane like pretty much got stuck on it, so it forced both of them up. I think it didn't have like, it was so wedged in there that it couldn't like slip out until it made it back over to the bin. So I won 2 toys, and I felt so unbelievably happy that my hard work and determination paid off. Hello, Colt. Do a cartoon about losing the game? Which game? Like Donkey Kong? Hi. Cartoon about a really strong bug. Really strong bug. Educational. Squeaky teaches. Teaching. He watches like an old fun video game movie like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter or Mario or Double Dragon. Old gamer movie. Okay. We got like a, how many is this? We got 16 wonderful ideas to work with. Out of these, like, I feel like at the movies it could be a good one. I already had that sort of hypothetical going about sitting in the movie theater and somebody playing on their phone next to you, which is like evil and deplorable. You can get some funny drawings on that, and you can just like, I don't know, draw somebody's hand, get somebody to like just send and like me like sound effects of like them like giggling like because they're playing their cool like Cookie Run or whatever, even though the movie's on. What else we got? Loud eating noises, that's true. Fancy restaurant. What would you do for fancy restaurant? See, there are some of these that I'm a bit out of my wheelhouse. Like, I don't go to restaurants at all, so I'm not sure what we would make a cartoon out of. I really haven't seen any of those old gamer movies, to be frank, so I don't know if I could, like, ramble about them. You'd have to teach me a lot about that world. Teaching's a pretty fun one. It's a little broad, but we could get Teachy's TED Talk Squibbly. Teachy is Squibbly with like the teacher hat on. Chili's is pretty fancy. Chili's is alright. I don't like that they have like the weird little iPads on their table that are trying to like milk you for money to play a little game. They should be free. It should be free to play their shitty little flash games on their iPad. How to cook could be good. You could animate Squibbly with a chef hat and a pan, teaching you how to make like ramen noodles or something. You put the water in the pan, and then you let the pan boil, and then you pour it in the cup, and then you put the fork over the cup so to watch the steam the noodles, and the water don't get out, and it gets all hot and tasty and good. And then you can pour in all this powders and stuff, and maybe put in some soy sauce, or even some hot sauce if you feel it really spicy. Whoa, that's pretty good. Squibbly gets the $100 Olive Garden pasta pass. I've never been to Olive Garden. I've never been to Olive Garden in my life, and I don't think I ever will. I'm not particularly interested in going to Olive Garden. Like, I've never heard anything good about it other than it's like the fast food of Italian, basically. I don't even know if it's fast, but that's like the quality I've had it described to as. Let me just go through this list here and let me try to Squibbly some stuff, you know. Let me throw on the Squibbly voice and just see what comes to mind when I read some of these. Like, Oh hey, I was just watching one of my favorite shows, Dragon Ball. It's really cool because he got this guy, his name's Captain Ginyu, and he does this thing where he does these cool little poses. He's got friends, they do poses too. It's pretty cool. And he was fighting Goku. He's my favorite because he punches guys real good. He's really strong and really nice. He's like a father figure to me. But he goes, change now. He takes his body. He can change his body so that Ginyu is Goku and Goku is Ginyu. It's really scary. I hope Goku gets his body back. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. They have to draw a lot of licensed characters. That's pretty good. Because it's not just the rambling that's important. It has to ramble about stuff that we can like illustrate, you know. But there's potential there. Dragon Ball is a broad world, and we can talk a lot about it. We can talk about how Ron Fron needs to have her own series, her own spin-off series. Should draw Squibbly as those characters? Oh, true. Squibbly is Goku, and Goku is Squibbly. That's good. What else we got? Really strong bug. Really strong bug. swatting it with the fly swatter, and it does the Ken parry, the third strike parry. I don't know where else that joke would go, but that's something. Sorry, I don't have much time to talk right now. I got this big old bug out here that I'm trying to get rid of. It keeps I don't know what it's doing, but every time I go to swat at it, something happens. It doesn't go right. There it is! And then you do the Street Fighter parry. You do Street Fighter parry, SFX. And then you do it again and again and again and again. And that's the cartoon. That's the cartoon. Squibbly's awesome because Squibbly is stupid. Not the character, but the premise. The premise of like the Squibbly cartoons. They're kind of like nothing and we turn them into something. And I think that's beautiful. Hello, Plop. Beetle that can raging demon. That's scary. That's scary. Like Gravity Beetle. The character is wonderful and smart. Yeah. Yeah, Squibbly is liked by all. Anyone who encounters Squibbly has a deep adoration for this funny little character. What would happen at the bank? What would happen at the bank? What do you do at a bank? You deposit money. You withdraw money. You get a loan. You get a credit card with a funny little, with your own funny personal design on it. Squibbly deposits trading cards. Squibbly trading cards. Squibbly at the store trying to find trading cards. And then somebody like comes and takes all the trading cards, and they go, excuse me, I was just hoping to get a pack or two, but you're taller than me, and you took the whole stack. Would it be so much of a trouble to get one pack, maybe 2 packs? And then I just have like a funny, tall, lumbering character. That's another one, like, I like the idea if I can like pull somebody into the booth if there's like a second character on screen, even if they're just making like weird little grunts or something. I don't know, but I like the idea of having like other people voicing something, even if it's just like you know? Oh fuck, the guest star. Wow. I do have an immaculate vocal range though, so I can do all sorts of things. I've got this sort of ability about me where I've got range, you see. I can shift from one character to another in the blink of an eye. You'll have no idea that it's me. You have no idea that it's me here, sitting before you, because I've changed the pitch and shift of my voice. And now I sound like this. And now I sound like this. Wow. Wow! Applaud. Your applause, please. What else would Squiggly cook? Thank you. What would Squiggly know how to cook? Okay, so out of what we've got here, the ones that I'm like leaning towards to make something out of are Dragon Ball, movies, Crane Game could be something, fancy restaurant, how to cook, those could be something. Those are just like the ones that I feel like I can make something out of, and we'll put this one for like the parrying the bug thing. Ramen. Ramen's a good one. That's a classic. How to cook pizza rolls. You gotta put the pizza roll in the oven. It's like the fucking Scary Godmother has those little bits where they have like these illustrations by, I think by the actual artist, the lady whose name escapes me. Jill something? Jill Thompson? No. Yes? Maybe. Where they like go over Hannah teaching you how to cook something, and it's usually just like very bare bones stuff, like put a marshmallow in the microwave and you have yourself a sweet spooky treat. But we have to settle on one. We have to settle on a cartoon. So what's it gonna be? I should narrow it down to 5. Because I think polls and Twitch can be a maximum of 5. I think I'm going to take off Fancy Restaurant because I'm not too sure what to do with that. But I feel like these 5 that we've got circled, we can make something. So I'm going to put up a poll, and it's going to be a short poll, so get your voices heard, okay? Make your voices heard now as soon as I remember how to set up a poll. Probably /poll. Here we go. What's our cartoon to be? Talking about Dragon Ball at the movies, playing Crane Game, how to cook blank, and really strong bug. I'm gonna set it for 2 minutes so we can get cooking. So make sure you get your votes in, everybody, okay? Get your votes in on what we're going to create, because this will determine the fate of the stream. So make it happen. Make it happen, everybody. Really strong bug and playing Crane Game are tied currently, but the votes are still relatively low, so you can still make your dreams come true. Oh, really strong bug pulling ahead. Got a whopping 3 votes. Oh. Yeah, Crane Game and Bug are battling it out right now. A single vote for talking about Dragon Ball. Bug pulling ahead. Let's see what happens, everybody. What's it gonna be? Who's gonna be the one that takes home the gold? Who's gonna be the one that can make it happen? Another vote for Bug, another vote for really strong Bug. At the movies and how to cook are floundering out there. At this point, it's down to, it's between Crane Game and Bug. The 2 I was torn between are winning. Oh no! There's less than a minute left, everybody. If you haven't got your vote in, get your vote in. Hurry! 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 Squibbly needs your help! A man's fallen into the river. Hey! Those Lego commercials are so funny. It's looking like really strong Bug is gonna be the one. I think the idea, or just how like silly the idea is really like getting to people. It's giving a spiritual connection to all the bug heads. I think that's gonna be the one. It'll be a very surprising turn of events if anything can catch up at this point. But I think that's it. I think that's it. All right. Really strong Bug. Incredible. Okay, hold on. I think, do I still have... Or did that get destroyed? Okay. So first off, I need to look up Third Strike Parry SFX. And I need that. Perfect. You probably heard that. Epic. Cool. So we'll have that at the ready. Awesome. So our winner is really strong Bug. That's gonna be the crux of our Squibbly cartoon. It's the closest option to really big hat. Best character style. Hello, fake user. Welcome in. So now we have to make a cartoon about really strong Bug. Usually I will record the voices and then come back around to do the illustrations. So we're going to need to... First off, okay, before I start doing like voices, what kind of bug are we gonna make? Topic. Really strong. Like, is it gonna be a cockroach? Is it gonna be like a cockroach? I'm thinking cockroach is a kind of guy that you can just kind of have and then have it like stand up to do the parry. Let me Google a picture of a cockroach. God, these things are disgusting. So we'll have like Roach is definitely the king of bug you'd want to swat the most. That's what I was thinking. A beetle's a nice bug, but you don't want to hurt a beetle. Cockroaches are just like, they're like the epiphany of things that people hate, you know? And there's so many different kinds and they're all scary. I constantly like think about, you know, what if I just like went into my bathroom or something and there was like a cockroach that was like the size of a shoe? That would be so debilitating because I don't know if you'd be able to kill that. You would need to get like a sledgehammer or something and it would be like the most disgusting amount of like splat ever. You'd have to put it in a jar and then send it to a scientist. Okay. And then he like stands up. Not that the other drawings will be like particularly detailed. I think a lot of Squibbly's charm comes from like how like simple everything is, but these are just like the we're drafting the initial design for the roach here, and it'll be like. Phew. Do they have? They do have little like eyes. That's like the general the general situation we got going on. Very upsetting. If you ever saw like 3 or more cockroaches in the same room, you'd probably die. The face is kind of Hollow Knight, a little bit. I wanted to cutify it a little bit because otherwise it would be upsetting. But that's this is our example A. And you know, the fly swatter is just something as simple as like easy. That's pretty much the only thing we needed to like iron out. Otherwise we can just kind of start figuring things out, which means I should open up Audacity so we can record awesome audio. You want to see Squibbly get flipped by a strong bug? Now how about that? Okay, so if I just like do this. Okay, that crop's really weird. So we're gonna just make a new source. Hold on. Alright, so let me get this all properly scaled up. Okay. Audacity. Perfect. So before I just like run into it, like I do, let's think about what this cartoon is going to be. So Squibbly, I think it'll start like mid-peril. Squibbly won't have any lines, but you imagine it in having an intelligible speaking like the cheat? That would be good. That would be good. Like I'm picturing it in my head, and my eyes are closed. It'll be just like we're already like in peril, where Squibbly is just like standing around, maybe sweating, holding the fly swatter like a sword, and just like turn around like, oh hey, sorry, I don't really have time to talk right now. There's this big evil bug over here I'm trying to get rid of, but every time I try to squash it, something happens, something weird happens. I don't understand. I mean, check this out. So there he is, check this out. And then it'll be like the swatting sound, and it'll do the parry, and then we'll like, then where do we go from the parry? Because I want it to happen like 4 or 5 times, just like, you know, fucking Evo, like psh 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 psh. And then where do we go from that? You want to see Squibbly get comically flipped by Strong Bug? That would be crazy. They could have Squibbly like just like get picked up by the butt and then like thrown out a window or something. I could actually like animate that part. Most of this I'm picturing is animatic, but we could probably animate that part. Roach unexpectedly starts flying at Squibbly. That's scary. It's so scary when they fly, because some of them don't. Some of them don't, and some of them do. And from a glance, you never know which one you're gonna be dealing with. You know what I mean? Like, some of them will just scurry. They'll never take off with their wings. I don't even know if, like some of them don't even have wings, as far as I know. But, like, I could do an awesome blood-curdling scream. How do I scream as Squibbly? That's a tough one. I might just have to break character for that. I'm pretty sure nobody's in the house right now, so I can scream freely. Hearing the bug do a squeaky little 7. 6, 7? 6, 7? Zoom out, fighting game screen with health bars, beat of silence, the roach commits a Satsui no Hado. It could be funny to have Squeaky like looking down on it after it parries, and then like the screen goes dark, and then like it plays like the fucking sound effect. We draw the symbol on the back, but then it's just like flying like a normal bug. You can use the Flame Hyanard Scream? Maybe. That'd be pretty good. I did use monkey screeching for the melee one. I googled monkey scream sound effect for that, and okay, first of all, I have to point this out. It was very jarring and surprising and baffling even that multiple of the sound effects I saw on the website, I forget which website it was, but multiple have them listed as AI, and I'm like, how the fuck are you making AI monkey screams? What the fuck are we doing? Why are you uploading AI monkey screams? Are there not enough monkey screams to go around on the planet that what computer is being tasked to generate monkey screams? Fuck, man! And there were multiple of them. There were multiple monkey screams that I saw, and it just said like AI, and I'm like, how? What? Why? Like, this website features free sound file downloads, like unlicensable sound effects. Why do you need to AI generate a monkey scream? Okay. I think we should just try to go in and get it done. Hi, Baxter. Roaches do not bite or sting and can't make you sick. They only want to eat your crumbs. It's true, but roaches are just like, they're just nasty looking. They're just nasty looking. I don't have any beef with spiders. I don't have any beef with most bugs, but I think roaches are just like scientifically designed to like elicit a reaction out of people. Because they only show up when there's like a mess, right? Or if it's hot. Sometimes you'll have a perfectly clean house and a roach will get in just because it's hot outside. And then there's only so much you can do about that. But we should probably just go in. So let's recap again. Let's recap before I go in and start like trying to record something. And this will probably take multiple takes, since this is always like, this is how it always goes. I usually have like a couple takes where I'm just like no, I don't like that, or I ran out of steam, or I didn't think about what I'd say next. So this will probably take a couple times. But the general idea, we're mid-battle. Squibbly's holding their fly swatter. They go to swing at it. Pew 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 pew. And then I guess that'd probably be like the last Squibbly line outside of a scream, right? Well, thank you for the follow. Which we'll decide if we want to scream ourselves or or if we just like find something online, which is always an option. I like the mixed media angle when I make these things. Hydrate, you got it. That's good. That's good for voice acting. I'm just gonna real quick double verify that I'm home alone, because I don't want to, if I do scream, I don't want to alert people and make them think that something's happening. So give me a second. I don't want to strike fear in anybody's heart. I'm just gonna double check. Okay, we're good. We're in the clear. Alright, so let me turn this music off so it doesn't, like, distract or anything. Oh, good playlist. Thank you, Tropical Nintendo Music with Beach Ambiance. Thank you so much for my life. For my freaking life. And I'm gonna let you guys in on a little headphones on, volume up, limiter removed. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret for Audacity in particular. I've wrangled with this program a few times, and one of the best things you can do, there's a little effect which will okay, it doesn't actually show you the drop down. And I can't even click it until we record something, so I'll show you later. But basically, one of the best things you can do is this feature in the effects tab called noise reduction. It's really good at just like ironing out those tiny little, like, you know, sounds of the house, like say your AC unit, or if you have a fan on or whatever, it can help cut that down a lot. So what I do whenever I like start to record in Audacity is, and I'm gonna hit the record button now, so we're in serious business. I like to, wow, that's big. I like to give a good like 10 or 15 seconds of pure silence, so that way we'll be able to get like a proper clean noise reduction, so the audio sounds good and clean. So I'm going to do that for about 15 seconds. Truthfully, you really only need like 5, maybe 10, but it's just easier to click and drag, you know? Just like go, okay, this chunk, target this, and then do everything. Okay, so Squibbly comic, Squibbly cartoon. Let me get into the mind space of Squibbly, and we're just gonna record something, and it's gonna be great, it's gonna be awesome, and I will probably scream really loud, so please protect your ears. Turn your volume down if you need to. Okay. Squibbly time. Oh, hey, sorry. I don't really have time to talk. I don't really have time to talk right now. You see, I got this big old bug right here that's trying to get in here and get in touch with my stuff. He's trying to touch all my stuff, crawling all over my stuff. I really don't like it, so I'm trying to get rid of it. I've been trying to swat it for like a good 15-20 minutes, but every time I try to swat it, it's something. This weird stuff happens. I mean, look at this. Look. Check this out. Check what happens. See, check this out. And that's when we'll play like all the parry sound effects. We'll play those in. And here comes the scream. Oh, that's good. That's a solid block. Stop. Good. Alright. So let me... I tried to warn you. So let me grab a good chunk of this. We go to effects, and I don't know if this will show up on this capture either. Noise reduction. It does not. Okay, so I'll walk you through it auditorily. There's a button that just says Get Noise Profile. You do that. You can Control A to select your entire timeline. You go back into noise reduction, and we can even get a little preview here, which is why I like to talk at the start of one of these recordings. That's good. That sounds clean. And that's really all like the editing I do is just do a little noise reduction situation. So it sounds nice and clean. So I'm going to export that as an MP3, and I will put it in my folder for Swibbly. Do all that. Give it a second to export. And I think we're good on audio, so I can probably just close Audacity. I'll save the file. So we're all good. And then we can get on out of there. And now I'll have that audio to reference for when we're making our drawings. Is this... Yes. So we're back here with our really strong bug. So, yeah. I can turn the music back on now. I can turn the music back on. Alright. So. There's our bug friend. Most of this, I think, is gonna be like animatic, except for like the actual parrying thing. And then I guess I'll have to animate the bug flying too. But most of it can just be regular illustrations that we draw. So let's see. How's it gonna start? I just realized I could have cut that audio down easier for me in the in the Audacity, but it's too late now. I don't think you can hear that, but that's okay. Okay, so we basically just need to have a lot of panic drawings of Squibbly, like pointing and gesturing with the sword. So let's just start with like a let's see. We'll do like a back shot. That. How do you... I often do a thing where I like try to mimic myself with whatever it is that I need to draw, like with hands in particular. So I know exactly like how it should look. So something like that. Draw another finger over there so it's like wrapping around it. Okay, and there's a squibbly drawing. There's a single squibbly drawing to get us started here. Do 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 do. Should we draw like a background? Probably, right? Just like something simple, like a countertop or something. We gotta put things on the countertop. And I guess you can draw like the bug too. That was kind of what I was going for, actually. Here we'll draw can of chips. What else should we put on Squeaky's like table? Chops. Roll figure? I was thinking this was like a kitchen situation, but sure. But it'll be like really small. And from memory. Okay, what else? We need more things on our awesome board. Like food stuff. You can throw like a big ol'. I need something like long. I don't know, like a bread box. Is this a bread box? Something from G Gundam? I'll just put like bread. I'm gonna put like those stock ass curtains that you see in like every cartoon ever, because everybody's got those, right? And then a big window. Since it's like black and white, it's not that big of a deal as far as like the finer details go. We'll just do that, some of that. Basically like that. I can put like a poster. And I'll put Master Asia on it. And his awesome mustache. He's gonna be doing like an I want you pose, okay? This has nothing to do with anything, but we're just putting in the details. We're just putting in details to show off Squibbly's living situation. Oh, he points with his other hand. Start over. Awesome. He's like, I want you to join the school of the undefeated of the East. Just fill up these gaps. The thing about Squibbly is that nothing needs to be perfect, right? Because we can always just like fill in the space with white to cover it up, since these are very like simple going cartoons. So I'm going to like low opacity this background for now. We make a Super Asia together. It's awesome he wanted to be the undefeated of the North, West, South, and Center on top of it all. Okay. And I'm also going to low opacity this one so we can have a shot that's basically the same, but the head's gonna be tilted back. So I gotta draw side squeaky, which is very hard. It's very hard to draw this creature from the side. I'm gonna do some of that magic to make him look a little bit more panicked. I could just like copy and paste a lot of these parts and just like change the head, but I feel like it breathes a little bit more life to just redraw it, even if I'm tracing over it each time. Okay, so we've got like one... I don't super like this bang. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we've already got like establishing shot, and then we got panicked one. And then I'll have like one where they like turn around completely. Let's do that. How's everybody's weekend going? Got any cool plans for this week coming? Try to make the hair like a little more sharp and frazzled to really sell the panic going on here. Even do one of those rare mouths that escape the jaw. That's good. Just gonna stream, you guess? You gotta make magic happen, Jackie. You gotta make that magic happen out there. Okay, we've got a very panicked Squibbly right now. This is good. This is good. I'm telling you to look out for that fucking bug. There's a bug in the room that we gotta get rid of. And like you can kind of like cycle between stuff. So how many drawings do we need? How many drawings do we need for this little bit? A question to end all questions. You work tomorrow, but then you're off for 12 hours, off of 12-hour shifts for the foreseeable future. Yay! You're building a Donkey Kong arcade machine Lego set. Interesting. You got the Marvel Tokon. Nice, nice. You hang out with friends, Tomomo. Epic. What board games? Mostly just vibing when playing FF14. Also got Splatoon Raiders. People seem to really like that game. I've never Splatooned in my life, so I don't really have like any input on it one way or another. But it's cool that people are like into it, since it's not like the traditional Splatoon experience. Like, I know a lot of people that really herald Splatoon as this big thing. So it's nice to know that it's landing with them. What if I draw one where Squibbly gets like really close to the camera? I'm gonna need a much bigger brush for that. Punish Squibbly. The little dangles on the glasses are very important. They establish that iconic Squibbly silhouette. It's got all mechanical bits and stuff so you can make Mario jump over the barrels. That's crazy. It's nice knowing that Lego is like doing that stuff, because like I know those things can be really fucking expensive, but it's nice that you're getting something so like unique out of it. Okay. I feel like I can stretch this even more. Oh yeah, that's the vibe. Because it's a big, scary, evil bug. Okay. Let me listen to this again so I have an idea of how many things I need to make. Okay. So we're gonna need a few more. We're gonna need a few more Panic Squibbly drawings. Your most expensive Lego purchase ever was for that huge Bowser? You're a Bowser head, huh? Is that it? Is that it? That's cool. I like Bowser. He's a nice guy. I'm not necessarily trying to, like, redraw panels, but I'm trying to keep, like, consistency with, like, line sizes and stuff. Boop, boop, boop. I wanted to make the hair look extra deflated for this one, so it really, like, gets the point across. You can do a lot to sell your character's animation, even if it's like a still drawing. It's an important rule to master when you're making this sort of thing. Okay. You've been rereading the manga Apocalypse Zero. It's a real old shonen from the year you were born. That's very good. Very manly men type thing where it looks around being kinda gay. Awesome. Need to get a Mega Water S Kishi to go with your Hyperstorm S and what? What's a Keshi? Is that like a fan-made thing? Hello, Gotetsu. Welcome in. We're making Squibbly happen. So I need like I still need a good couple of different little animation or like expression shots. I'm basically gonna redo this one, but like make the eyes different. So this one I actually will like copy paste and like change the face. That's good. That's good. They are those little solid color rubber figures of characters. Oh, I gotcha. Thank you, Gotetsu, though you're a bit late to the punch. We've already started working on a Squibbly cartoon. You snooze, you lose, as they say. But maybe next time. Okay, we need a few more Squibblies. We need a few more Squibblies. We got that one, we got the close-up, we got sad, we got suspicious. The hair changes so dynamically all the time. What other kind of range of harrowing, panicked, bizarre... I could do like one where they're like grabbing their head, maybe. I can do that. Like kind of like hunched down. Hey, you ever try to draw a circle? That shit ain't easy. Scribbly goes to the comic store to buy the Scribbly Fights a Really Strong Bug comic. Now that's meta. Once again, like, mimicking with my own hands how to make this look. No matter how good and talented at art you'll be, you'll never remember which side the thumb is on until you, like, act it out. So never get discouraged. All my budding artist pals out there. Never get discouraged. Nobody remembers which side the thumb's on. Okay. Is it better with that, or... it's a little bit better, actually. And the big toe. That's right. Every artist Googles feet every day of their life, because they never remember which is which. And you can Google feet too, it's okay. No one's gonna track your search history and try to, like, make a fool of you. I do this thing all the time where I'm too close to the scroll bar, so I'll end up grabbing it by accident and just, like, go for a ride. Okay. That's another squibbly squibbled. I'm gonna make this one a little bit bigger the easy way. There we go. So now we got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 squibblies. I think one more, and then we can do like the animation on the bug, the bug parry. You never draw hands, you gotta draw more hands. Hands is awesome, but they're very complicated. A hand is like crazy, right? Because, you know, it's like... it is just like shapes when you break it down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And this is like a very bad example of a hand. And the thumb is just like 1, 2. They're kind of like doing a Spock thing, but you know. There's your hand. Yippee! Okay, let's get one more panicked squibbly. Maybe... What can we do with... What can we do with you, Squibbly? Hello, Maple. This is how artists dress. I'm an artist, you see. So naturally, I'm dressed as an artist. Hello. Ah, I see. Yeah, Tengu, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. Is that an expression? Not really. I don't really know what I'm doing with these eyes. There we go. That's something we can work with. I'm starting to warm up to the Squibbly drawing. At first I wasn't really feeling it, but now that we've gotten to the body language, I'm kinda down. I'm kinda down for this particular Squibbly drawing. Okay. So we got that, that. That one, and that one. I'll need to make some layers to just like kind of white out around them, but our general stuff is down pat. So I think now we're gonna move on to our animation panel here, where we're gonna have to draw this bug doing a fucking parry. So I'm actually gonna look up how the parry sprite looks. I want to see like a GIF. Okay. So it just kind of like cycles between two frames, which will be nice for us. So I'll have it like the one on the left here just kind of laying there, and then I'll have like a standing pose and like the standing pose basically with like slightly adjusted, and then it'll just like cycle between those two. And we'll put like some Perry powder on it. It's like fairy dust, but Perry dust. Periwinkle. That's good. Alright, so we're gonna move over here to our timeline. Which... this really doesn't need to be like animated like this, but I feel like it'll just be easier in execution to showcase it directly. So I've got a timeline down here. Let me... okay. So, and this isn't gonna be on like a background or anything. We're just gonna draw cockroach. Did you go to Fighter's Generation? What is that? So no. Hello, Happy Toaster. That's a bread box. You can tell because it says bread on it. The brush a little bit smaller for the antenna. Okay. I'm worried the bug's bigger than a bread box that can lift up. That's just a different file, don't worry. These are different worlds, okay? Do not fear. So yeah, this will have to do. How? Let me see how long the, because we're gonna do sound effects and stuff in, okay, so the parry is like a whole second. Gotcha. We're gonna do the sound effects in a video editing program. Regular parry or red parry? I don't know the difference. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so we'll just kind of have it like standing here. And then new file. We use onion skin so that way we can like keep it all the same. And then have this guy suddenly standing up like this one. Red parry is basically perfect timing. Oh, in that case it's red, but we're not using color so you can't tell. Gives more of an opening. Gotcha. I love Third Strike, but I'm not super great at it, I'll say. Okay. So you in basically all fighting games? Gotcha. Okay, and then like halfway through, it'll be like a slightly different, more relaxed pose, kind of. I'm trying to mimic how it looks on Ken in Third Strike, but you know, obviously drawn as a cockroach, so there's some there's some liberties to be taken. But you have to have like the slight down, like downward animation before the parry snaps back in, you know. And because you're like squatting, you're like a little bit shorter now. Oh, the playlist ended. That means it's been like 2 hours. Holy moly. Let me put on music real quick. Let's see. Summer video game music for experiencing this year's record-breaking temperatures. That sounds good. No, I mostly got berated for looking French, actually. Nobody else said anything. But thanks. They did not berate me. But this is a pretty old PNG. I've had it for like over a year now. But I don't do art streams super often. I should try to do them more. Because it's fun. It's fun to draw. Okay, and we'll draw the fly swatter in 2, but basically it's gonna be like... Okay, that needs to go much faster. Let's change that frame rate. Bump that up to a smooth 24. So it'll be like... Psh, 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 psh. Actually, this one should be like even like further down, because it's a pretty short like reset. So like... Psh, 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 psh. Psh, 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 psh. And then also he looks like that. Okay, so we're gonna have another animation layer. Let's see, and we'll start it like here. That should be fine. And we're just gonna have like the the fly swatter coming in hot. Okay. Turn on onion skin. There's gonna be multiple frames of the fly swatter just kind of like encroaching. But it should be going fast enough. We might need to like cut out a frame or two actually. it? Then he like stands up. Okay, so yeah, let's just move that down one. And then when we get here, it'll be like... I'll kind of like have it like bounce off a little bit. Okay, let's see how this looks. If we add like some impact stuff, that should help sell the weight of it all. You know what? Fuck it. We'll add color. 'Cause we're crazy. Okay, how's that look now? Okay. That's kind of looking like a parry. If we include like the whole thing here, which it's not gonna loop as nice. Epic. So we can like export that on its own as like one, and then we can also just export the loop. So that way we can do it a couple times. Pretty cool. Okay. And then after that, I need a drawing of like... I guess I need another animation for like Squibbly's face. Maybe I'll have the lines boil. That could be fun. And then I'll have like the bug flying right at their face. Okay, I'm thinking, and this might help sell the illusion. If we, like, take that initial frame... Let's, copy... And then here we paste. It's a two-way copy. And then we're just going to, like... We're gonna slightly lighten it. So it kind of has, like, the... Oh, the bug is separate, I forgot. I forgot that the bug is separate, so we also have to do this. Copy, paste, then same thing, we'll do that. What the? Maybe it needs to last for 2 frames. The 2-frame flasher. Okay. Now that's looking like a parry. Yeah, well, the premise was really strong bug. Okay. What if I just, like, get rid of this one? Does this help? A little bit. Awesome. Ba 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 ba. Alright, so we're gonna export that one as a GIF. One. And then we do just the loop. Awesome. Export. And loop. Let's see. Awesome. So, we're getting there. We're almost done with drawing. Hi, Higa. Welcome in. Check out this bug parry. Thank you. Alright. Cool. Alright. I'm gonna open another animation board just so I don't get things mixed up. Hi Asha. Hi Hero Laha. Thank you. I thought it would help. And by golly was I right. Okay, so now I just need to do like a real close-up of Squeaky's concerned face, and then I'll do like a screaming awful face, and then I'll have like the bug on top of that. Let's start with those big beautiful circles. This is more like tired than scared. Hold on. We gotta go bigger. I have like a picture in mind of this like expression, but I can't make it land. Let me lock in and focus my chi. These need to be more rounded. Okay, I think we're getting closer to what I was looking for now. Chi, it's real. What do I want? No. Normally I like to use the glasses as like the eyebrows, but I think this sort of helps to sell the panicked look. Okay. And then we're basically gonna do this again to give ourselves a cute little line boil. To make a good line boil, you don't want to be like exactly the same, but you still have to be close. You still have to be close so things don't look like they're jumping around on you. It's a very surprisingly like delicate line to balance. Because like you want the lines to roughly be the same like weight and whatnot, but they still have to have like a little bit of like offset, or else it'll just be the same image and it won't boil, you know? It's a pretty good boil. That's boiling. I also want to do like one of these, and then like low opacity it, so it really adds to that horror. Oh yeah. Now that is one terrified critter. And I'm gonna have that like alternate a couple times. I freaking love Kingdom Hearts, dude. You have no idea. And then we're gonna have the cockroach fly in, so their face is gonna really go crazy. Boop. I think we got something awesome on our hands here. I'm gonna be using like the eye as like a guide for where the cockroach is gonna fly in. Onion skinning is the fucking future, dude. I don't know where I would be if I couldn't onion skin anything. Thank you. Oh fuck. I've forgotten. I can't believe it. I had forgotten the most important part of Squiggly that I mentioned earlier. The glasses. How could I be such a fool? Thank you for Shrek win. Let me shake the hand of whoever invented onion skin. You're right to do this. It just helps so much. It helps so much since, you know, it's not like in the real world you can have like a light box or you can just have the other cell next to you. But when you're digitally animating, it makes it that much harder to like reference stuff. So it's a pretty pog situation to have. I accidentally deleted that. They let you do that so easily. Squats. I guess I just finished a cell, so it's fine. I could do that. Been sitting for a while. And 10. Thank you. Get on out of here, you. Okay, where was I? I think I'm gonna make this is like the frame where the eyes close. And the math, I'm kind of just like making shapes happen. I kind of just want like jagged shapes. Let's see how this looks so far. Pretty good. I might even want to like hold on some of those frames a little bit. So how does that look? Okay, not the last one. Okay. I'll probably draw like 2 or 3 more really like chaotic ones, and then it'll just like cut to black as all my squibbly cartoons do. But they're eventually essentially just gonna be like offshoots of this same last drawing here, just like a little more aggressive. I'm not even gonna worry about like having straight lines or whatever. I think the warbled effect will actually kind of help it out, help sell the disarray that's going on here. Because sometimes when you're drawing cartoons, you don't necessarily need to, you know, stick to the plan, as it were. Stick to God's way of life. You just gotta live it. You just gotta go big or go home. You can't just follow the laws of reality when you're drawing like a panicked scene. It should be like, wow, bam, zam. Okay. So let's see how that looks. Wow. Wow. Try to zoom it in so like whatever is outside of the boxes gets cut off. Awesome. Okay. And now we have to animate the bug. It should come in like right around here. So I'm gonna have to do like a whole layer and then like an underlayer to basically just paint it white. We'll make this one low opacity so it's a little easier to read. This is so evil. The antenna are kind of like fucking death metal with it. This is getting intense. This thing's getting really close. These last few frames I've been like slightly lowering my brush size since, you know, it's getting closer to the target, which means it's getting farther from the camera. Whoa. That looks even better than I thought it would. Wow, look at that. I'm an animator. Yay! Okay. So what I need to do now, because there's probably a better way to do this, but I don't know it, I'm going to, like, color in on a lower layer every frame, basically. Again, I'm sure there's a much smarter way to go about this, but I'm trying to make this as, like, ease of access as I need. So we're just hitting each part here with a little white. If we were actually coloring this cartoon proper, then we'd be doing this a totally different way. But since this is specifically like a black and white show, this just makes the easiest sense to me. I could just be like coloring on the same layer and being very diligent and careful, but instead, we're doing it like this. Actually, yeah, I need to make sure that squibbly themselves are not being... Okay. Awesome. Epic. There are many, many tricks of the trade when it comes to making cartoons, and I think it's important to just kind of experiment and play around, because depending on what you're trying to make, some things will work out great for you, some things might actually be more like detrimental to try to like incorporate. So you just have to figure out things that like make sense to you and make sense to your creative process. That's the beauty of making cartoons and stuff. This song's really good. Was this from Mario 3D World? I want to say that's what it's from. I could look, but I'm filling in this bug with color. Bowser's Fury, right. It's crazy they made the most angelic, beautiful song in that game. And just one more. Alright. So let me restore you. And let's... and it'll cut the black right at the end there. Hi, Lynn. Welcome in. Do you like what you see? I think we've got all of our art assets that we need. There's this one. There's this one. And then this page here has a whole bunch of our stuff. Oh yeah, we still have to basically do the same thing, but for these. So I need to fill these parts in with white instead of coloring. Because who colors? Who colors? It's 2026. Literally, who colors? Okay. We've been making this cartoon as a big happy family. Kind of, sort of. Are you having fun? Are you enjoying the show? Do you feel like you've contributed? You voted on this, so surely yes. Surely yes. Lasso fill is super useful for this part of the process. True. Lasso fill could be helpful. That's true. But I've already come this far. Okay. And this should also work with this. Okay. Save your wrist! It's too late. It's already been destroyed. Okay, so I have to export a bunch of these now. Now, do we use the same music that I've been using for those squibbly cartoons, the Dead Rising Mall music, or do we hustle for something new and exciting and thrilling for this action-packed scene? The Dead Rising Mall music is really good as the thing. It's really good and like really casual. And we like that. But it never hurts to wanna mix it up a bit. We need some terror music for this. True. If anybody's got any ideas, like preferably like video game adjacent or whatever, but I'm all ears. This is our collab after all. Okay, yeah, I think that's all the art assets that we need. Escape from Karnak from FF5? Okay, let me look that up. This is the title screen from Pets Rescue Ocean Patrol, by the way. Karnak Castle Escape. Theme. Is this it? It's in Japanese. It's a little... I don't know if that's the vibe. Hi, Bug. Bug, check this out. Oh, I took the timeline away. That's just the normal castle theme? Okay. Well, I typed in Escape Castle Karnak, so I don't know. Castle Escape theme. I've never played Final Fantasy V. OST. Here, Bug, check this out. Yeah, we're taking suggestions for the background music for this cartoon. So anything you got, throw it my way. Away. Dungeon. Escape? Oh, this is Pixel Remaster. Ew. Ew. It's fine. I don't know. Smart Race from Deltarune Chapter 2. I don't know what that is. That's pretty good. Can we listen to Sonic before the sequel soundtrack? What? Cannonball? What is this? Bug, what is this? That's awesome. Is this a fan game or something? Did you make this? It's fan game? I can't put a fan game music in my cartoon. That's very... that's evil. That's evil. That's like stolen valor. Yes, it's... I'm not just asking for music to listen to. Music for the cartoon. But this is good. Maybe this game's awesome. It's got an awesome illustration of Tails. Banjo-Tooie OST Cheetos theme is in the recommended. I don't know who Cheeto is. I've never played Banjo-Tooie. Will this get me killed if I use this song? You think Ping Pong the animation will mind if I use their song Akuma? He's in 1E2? I don't remember that at all. I don't think this is the vibe either. This is like too... it's like too, aggressive. What are we looking for? What are we looking for? What's music? You guys, what's music? Ba 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 boom. Ba 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 boom. Ba 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 boom. Ba ba ba. Akuma's third stage theme? Maybe. That one's pretty good. You did find the song? Okay, let me listen to that. Hurry, hurry. I think this is more the energy that I'm looking for, yes. This is more of like the vibe. It's like, it's not like cool, but it elicits fear. You know what I mean? Like Akuma's theme in Third Strike is cool as fuck, but it's not like scary, you know? You know what I mean? As much bug themed stuff as I can. Just playing the Buck Bumble theme. Panic Attack video game music, exactly. Yeah, that's what we need. Like some, I'll put this one in the side panel right now. But like we need like it's like shocker stinger music. Like, uh-oh, the killer's gonna get you. You know what I mean? Buck Bumble OST Depot Attack. Should I play Buck Bumble? Is that game worth anything like outside of the outside of like the main theme? That's pretty good. Or Queen? All women are queens, Anakin. This one's got like a little too much going on. Let's see.
What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity bumble. What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity bumble. Bum to the back to the bum to the bass. Bum to the back to the bumble. Bum to the back to the bum to the bass. Bum to the back to the bumble. Bum to the back to the bum.
See, like, does this game have anything going on for it, or is it just the song? It's a perfectly fine game. Okay. I did get that 64 controller thing. Yeah, boss themes might be what we're looking for. Like boss battles or something. That's pretty good. That might be a winner. Kirby 64 might be the winner. Like, it's panic-inducing, but it's not like, you know, overly loud. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot going on, but there's only a few instruments. That might be our winner. I know Tengu Gemini, I know Cannonball. That one's got like too much going on. That one's like... That's like epic. Not panicky. But I like Kirby. I'm going to YouTube to MP3 converter right now. Squibbly's cool, but I don't know if Squibbly's Cannonball Mega Man 03 cool. If you've never experienced the ultimate in video games, it is Cannonball Mega Man 03. Oh, this is the Mythos version with like instruments and stuff. But it's a good fucking song. It's a good fucking video game. Okay, but I think we're gonna go with that. We've already got the parry sound effect. We've already recorded our lines. So now I have to open DaVinci Resolve and pray that it doesn't like explode everything. So let me save every guy. I don't think I actually like exported this one. So let me do that. Okay. It is the coolest fight. There are very few fights in platformers as cool as Zero versus Omega Zero. Alright. So I'm going to close CSP, Clip Studio Paint. Running Hell from Cave Story could work. Let me look it up. It's pretty good. I think I'll stick with Kirby, but this is a good one. Like, the Kirby one works because it's a pretty tight loop. It's a pretty tight loop. This is a really cool song, but it inspires hope, and I don't think we can have that. I don't think we can have hope for Squibbly. Not today. Okay, so let me close you, and where's my DaVinci Resolve? DaVinci. Okay, DaVinci is opening. New project, create. I'm gonna put you over on my drawing tablet, never had to do that before. And then, let's see. Okay. the biggest window known to man. Also, like, being on my tablet is not giving me a lot of workspace here. Hold on. How do I make you... Like, why can I make that bigger but not smaller? What the fuck? What? I don't know what it is, but my tab... Oh, here we... Okay. We were able to get a tiny modicum smidgen of space. This looks bad. This looks so bad. It's gonna be so impossible for you guys to see anything. I guess I can, like, crop some stuff. Just so it's, like, just the timeline. I guess. But even that, it's not gonna look great. Let's see, there we go. That's probably as good as we're gonna get this mess. Okay, so let me start throwing all my items in here. Okay. All my GIFs. All my JPEGs. Why did that... What? The computer's scaring me. The computer's scaring me and making rogue copies of things. Why did that happen? Anyway. We got that. We got the audio. Let me grab our background noise and our parry sound effect. That will come into play shortly. Awesome. Oh yeah, I need to make an audio source for this so you guys can hear the actual stuff. Give me 1 second. God. With whenever I need to do an art stream, I have to use my drawing tablet, right? Which turns into one of my monitors, and it makes it very cumbersome to do anything in OBS because I've more or less lost this monitor because it becomes my drawing tablet, right? And while I'm still using it for DaVinci right now, it's so much more cumbersome and awkward. Okay. Okay, so that should be on that source. Let me go ahead and preemptively turn this down a smidgen so we can hear that, right? I like to... Okay. Okay, cool, awesome. So first things first, we need to cut out everything until we actually start, like, recording. Like, is it here?
Oh, hey.
Okay, cool. So just to, like, everything that's behind that, and we'll give it a little leeway. Shwow. And then there's like a big hunk of a scream at the end there that we need to hold on to. Squibbly wrestles a gator under the luchador persona El Squibble Grande. Squibbly is like a stick. You think that they can handle an alligator? That's crazy. Okay, oh yeah, and my we'll add the Squibbly logo too. Hello somewhere. Welcome in. How are you? Would you, like, I'm trying to... Why is this so cumbersome? This should not be this cumbersome just because I'm using it on this funny little tablet. Okay. I need to make the background noise, like, really low. Like, even that might be too loud.
Hey,
Yeah, it's a little too loud. Audio balancing is fucked up, you guys. And the worst part about audio balancing is you can't listen to other music while you're doing it.
hey, sorry. I don't really have time to talk. I don't really...
Awesome. Okay, so we'll start with our classic squibbly logo. It does that sometimes, by the way. The audio gets garbled in DaVinci when you're previewing it, by the way. Why did that go to... Whatever, that's what I wanted, but it's fine. I don't understand this program sometimes, but it's fine. So let's see.
Hey.
So I'm gonna like have the logo kind of move upwards, and then the other drawing will come into frame. So let's see. You can't really see what I'm doing here too well, can you? I was confusing myself because my mouse was in my the capture for DaVinci. It was breaking my brain. But essentially, I have like this bar on the right, which I should probably find a better way to crop it, but it's fine. We're gonna like... Hold on, where's the... What the fuck? Where's the locking thing? Oh, there it is. Weird. So what I like to do is kind of just like slowly increment it and then like kind of go on. And how does that look? Looks pretty good.
Hey.
And then when the oh hey, we can drop that one in.
Hey, sorry. I don't really have time to talk. I don't really have time to talk right now.
Okay, I need so many expressions right now. We can kind of like alternate between 1 and 2 here, because it's like they're looking at the bug, trying not to lose it. Like, oh hey, I don't really have time to. So let's do that. I'm just kind of like slapping them in places to see how it looks.
Hey, sorry. I don't really have time to talk. I don't really have time to talk right now. You see,
I don't really have time to talk right now. I don't really have time to talk right now.
I don't really have time to talk. I don't really have time to talk right now. You see, I got this big old bug.
Okay, and then I got this big old bug. I can hear the ice cream truck outside. That's exciting.
I don't really have time to talk right now. You see, I got this big old bug right here that's trying to get in here and get in touch with my stuff. He's trying to touch all my stuff, crawling all over my stuff.
Trying to get all this stuff. Is trying to crawl over my stuff. Does this one work for that?
My stuff crawling all over my stuff. I really don't like it, so I'm trying to get rid of it.
Move it back just a smidge. It's important to try to change your keyframes like when the dialogue changes.
Touch all my stuff, crawling all over my stuff. I really don't like it, so I'm trying to get rid of it. Trying to touch all my stuff, crawling all over my stuff. I really don't like it, so I'm trying to get rid of it. I've been trying to swat it.
I'm trying to get rid of it. I've been trying to swat at it.
Get rid of it. I've been trying to swat it for like a good 15-20 minutes, but every time I try to swat.
Hi, Galware. Welcome in.
But every time I try to swat it, it's something this weird.
Need to move that down a little bit. This will have a...
But every time I try to swat it, it's something.
This will look so good once we're, once we can, like, see it all steadily move.
This weird stuff happens. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Then we'll go back to the pointing one. Like, look at this.
Look at this. Look at this. Look. Check this out. Check what happens. See, check this out.
Then we'll go back to, like, this when they say check this out.
Look. Check this out. Check what happens. See, check this out. Look at this. Look. Check this out. Check what happens. See. Look. Check this out. Check what happens. See, check this out.
And that's where we'll put in our parry footage. So let's run that back from the beginning just to see how this all looks so far.
Oh, hey.
Hold on.
Hey, sorry. I don't really have time to talk. I don't really have time to talk right now. You see, I got this big old bug right here that's trying to get in here and touch my stuff. It's trying to touch all my stuff, crawling on all my stuff. I really don't like it, so I'm trying to get rid of it. I've been trying to swat it for like a good 15-20 minutes, but every time I try to swat it, it's something this weird stuff happens. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look. Check this out. Check what happens. See, check this out.
Pretty good. That's pretty good squibbly so far. Alright. Let me zoom back in here. Then I can just like cut out everything on the audio up until the scream. So let's put in our funny little guy. Okay. And now we can throw in our parry sound effect, which we'll probably have to bring down quite considerably because that's a huge waveform. Sorry you can't see it. Sorry this is like so awkward to look at. I hope it makes sense. I hope it's like not breaking your brain. We're gonna do this like 3 or 4 times. And it'll look so good when we do it. Trust me.
Look at this. Look at this. Look. Check this out. Check what happens. See, check this out.
Okay, we need to cut that part down a little bit, but...
But see, check this out.
Okay, so we need to, like, cut all this down. From, like, here... I guess to, like, the end of that. And then just move everything up accordingly. So we just click and drag.
See, check this out.
Okay. So now we can go grab our big scream. Awesome. Epic. And then we just put in our title card, or our ending thing. And we let that sort of hang. So what was it? Let's see. Squibbly. Created by Gpool. I always need to look at the other Squibbly cartoons to see, like, to see if it's like the same font and stuff. Okay. What? Basically, yeah. But I think we've got a Squibbly cartoon. So let me do that. Cut the audio off. Let's play it from the beginning.
Oh, hey, sorry. I don't really have time to talk. I don't really have time to talk right now. You see, I got this big old bug right here that's trying to get in here and get in touch with my stuff. He's trying to touch all my stuff, crawl all over my stuff. I really don't like it, so I'm trying to get rid of it. I've been trying to swat it for like a good 15-20 minutes, but every time I try to swat it, it's something that this weird stuff happens. I mean, look at this. Look, check this out. Check what happens. See, check this out.
Pretty good. I think I want to move the scream like just like slightly just a little bit. That's cartoons, baby. That's cartoons. Oh, what a world. What a world. Can you believe it, everybody? We did it. We did it. That's cartoon. I'll play it again. The run back.
Oh, hey, sorry. I don't really have time to talk. I don't really have time to talk right now. You see, I got this big old bug right here that's trying to get in here and touch my stuff. It's trying to touch all my stuff, crawling all over my stuff. I really don't like it, so I'm trying to get rid of it. I've been trying to swat it for like a good 15-20 minutes, but every time I try to swat it, it's something that this weird stuff happens. I mean, look at this. Look, check this out. Check what happens. See, check this out.
Well, that's a squibbly. We did it, everybody. Against all the odds, we've made our dreams come true. We've made our squibblies squibble. And we did it together as a family. It was fun. It was fun. It was a lot of, like... I didn't really know how this was gonna go, to be frank. I didn't really know how... invested people would be in this sort of thing, but it was fun to kind of just like make a cartoon from scratch. And you know, it's 36 seconds. It's nothing to like go insane over. There's not much of a plot, there's not much of an investment. But if we didn't have a really strong bug, where would we be, right? Where would we be? You guys came in, you had a bunch of awesome ideas, which some of them I'm sure I can make other cartoons out of in the future. But it was cool. It was fun. And we made something creative on this funny little televised platform. Oh, you just assume I'm ending. You just assume I'm ending. Because I'm getting all sentimental with my wordplay and whatnot. I mean, you're probably right. I don't know what else I would do. We came and we did what we needed to do, and we finished the video, and we did it. We did it all in one. We got our sound effects, we got our editing. I just gotta export it, and then I can post it places, like YouTube and Blue Sky, where you can like and repost and like and whatnot. I guess that is gonna be it for me though, because I don't really have anything else to go on today. And comment and subscribe. But yeah, thanks everybody for making a cartoon with me. This was a lot of fun. I really do like making these little squibblies. I want to make more squibblies, and I want to make more cartoons in general. Like more clip animatics, full-on animations even. Because it's fun. It's just fun, you know? And we have fun. I'm gonna put the, I'm gonna put this GIF on the screen. I really like how the expressions came out and like the motion on the bug. It's pretty good. But yeah, I will be back. I got a new exciting week of schedules, new things happening. So get an eye full of this, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow night, 9 p.m. We're gonna be playing a fan game, Mega Man X Innocence Impulse. I don't know much at all about this, but it looks really, really pretty, and people really seem to like it when I was looking up info on a different Mega Man game that's not out yet. But I found this one on the side, and I was like, that looks fucking sick. So we're gonna play that tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Wednesday, we're starting the Outer Wilds DLC. If you've been a pool shark for a long time, you may remember roughly this time last year we were playing through Outer Wilds, and I said, wow, this game's incredible in all regards. I would love to play the DLC sometime. So it's gonna happen. We're gonna play the DLC. Huge spoiler warning on that one, by the by. Because it's Outer Wilds is a game that's all about exploration, and if you've never played them, you should definitely play them on your own. But if you have played them and you're a freak for those games, then you can come watch me stumble my way through another new exciting adventure. Friday night's more Okami. We got duped for the second time now. And then Sunday, we're going to be playing PS1 fighting games. If you have any in particular you'd like to see, put them in the Discord. We've got the whole suggestions channel. I'm mainly doing this because Sara Lene is hosting a Battle Arena Toshinden 2 tournament, and I've never played that game before, so I need to learn how to play that game, but we're gonna play a bunch of other stuff too. And be warned, I probably won't do any Capcom games because I like to do the presentations and stuff for those. So if you suggest a Capcom game, I probably won't do it, just FYI. But yeah, I'll post all that stuff soon enough. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to this week of streams. I can't hear like Zora's Domain theme without thinking of the fucking Beatles song. You guys know that? Have you seen the Beatles in Ocarina of Time? I'm gonna play it. Cause it's like broken my brain. I'm gonna make you listen to this. Water. Sentence mixing will never die. They made a whole album, yeah. The entire game. It's incredible. Sentence mixing is good. We're gonna go raid AO Hell. It's awesome, incredible, immaculate super streamer. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Squibbly Fest. Look forward to more Squibbly cartoons and all those other streams that I mentioned earlier. And I'll see you guys real soon, okay? Thank you for watching. I had fun, and I hope you did too. And I hope you learned a little bit about cartoons. Zora's Domain.